Hello and welcome to this GD Express screencast with me, Teacher Marco. Today we will focus on GED RLA, and I will teach you a skill um, that you need to have, which is to identify the author's purpose. This is one of the favorite question on the GED RLA test, specifically on the reading part. You might have some questions like, how will the reader benefit from this particular passage, or what is the reason why the author wrote this particular text. So it will not ask you directly on what is the author's purpose, but the GED RLA test will somehow provide you questions not in a very direct way. It aims to check how critical thinking is being utilized by the student. So, um, my advice is for you to be aware of the similar terminologies that are used for purpose, all right, like reason or um, like how will it benefit the reader and all of the other terminologies. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. Now, the author's purpose is the main reason that the writer has for writing the selection. Now, point of view, we have another lesson for this, and I will be posting another screencast about it, is the author's opinion about the subject. The author's purpose and point of view go together. The author wants you to see the topic from his or her point of view. So, when you are able to recognize the author's purpose, you will have a better understanding of the selection. And with that being said, there are three purposes that are being used by writers, and they're very simple to remember. First one is to inform. So if the author's purpose is to inform, you will learn something from the selection: facts, details, instructions, places, information, events, and people. So some examples of materials or texts or passages that uses this purpose is like pamphlets, informative materials, health articles, textbooks, cooking books, because of their aim is to inform or teach something to the reader. Now, the second purpose is to persuade. So, another word for persuade is to convince. All right, this means that the writer wants you to believe their position. Okay, and persuasive pieces are usually nonfiction. You can usually see this in commercials, advertisements, product reviews, book review, because they're actually convincing you to believe their point of view. Okay, so persuasive, or to persuade, or to convince, those are the key words. Okay, and the last purpose is to entertain. So there's only one goal, and it's maybe to tell a story or to describe characters, places, or events. So you often see or notice that the writer is utilizing this purpose in poetry, in songs, and narrative stories, and similar materials. So their main purpose is to catch the attention of the reader and somehow encourage emotions um, from the readers. Okay, let's have one example for today. Let's read this passage and identify the author's purpose. So let's check. It is suggested that teachers read to the pupils every day. When they read with their pupils, they're starting them off in life as long readers and learners. It is never too late to pick up a book and read. People in the old age have learned how to read and discovered the pleasure of reading. Turn off the television and read a book. What do you think? Let's take a look at the keywords here. It is never too late to pick up a book and read. This is actually suggesting something to the reader, meaning it's trying to convince the reader and go ahead. It's never too late. And take a look at the last line here. Turn off the television and read a book. Or in the case in present case, of course, get off the internet and social networking websites and read a book. All right. So, with that being said, it's pretty obvious that the author's purpose here is to persuade or to convince the reader. So I hope that I was able to enlighten you about this particular topic. It's a very simple topic, but it's a very common question on your GED RLA test. Now, if you want to learn more about us and our program, please go ahead and check out our website. That's phuketpals.org, or check our Facebook page. That's facebook.com/PhuketPals. Also, check out our other videos about other GED subjects like GED Science and GED Math, as well as GED Social Studies in our channel. Hit the subscribe button and be notified by clicking the bell icon below. Thank you so much for your time, and see you again next time. Bye-bye.